All right, we talk weeklies after talk on WPPM on P Philadelphia 106.5 FM. We talk weeklies after talk with your boy Charles Gregory and the beautiful
Lauren Sizzle.
and the beautiful
Lady Assata.
And you already know what's coming up next. Ready?
Yeah, we got the Sizzle.
Holla at me early.
Yes, sir. It's your favorite show, We Talk Weekly. So catch us on all social media, major podcast platforms, and subscribe so you never miss an update. You want to stay connected, stay entertained, and keep the movement strong. Support our content by making a donation on Cash App at $ We Talk Weekly, or go to wetalkweekly.com and donate via PayPal. No donation is too great or too small. All right, so I guess third time is the charm. Congratulations are in order for Rihanna and ASAP Rocky, who welcomed a beautiful baby girl. So Rihanna made the announcement on September 13th in a sweet social media post debuting the first photos of her holding her new baby, who was dressed in a pink onesie with cute pink ruffle socks. That took me all the way back to Easter when I was little. And then the second picture showed a pair of tiny pink silk baby boxing gloves, which was so cute. And the caption read, Rocky Irish Mayor, September 13th, 2025. So the baby's birth comes 4 months after Rihanna's 2025 Met Gala red carpet baby bump reveal. And in an interview with Vogue for its May 2022 cover issue, Rihanna said, I always thought it would be marriage first, then a baby, but who the F says it has to be that way? I'm certainly not going to let it get in the way of me being a mom. Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. Maybe that might be a name for the next baby.
I know, Rocky.
Yeah.
That would be 4, right?
Or if they had twins, it could be Rocky.
They have 3, right?
Mm-hmm. They got 3 now. Yeah.
They're going to have 4, right?
Yeah. Yeah. See? But Rihanna and ASAP Rocky already shared sons, 3-year-old Riot and 23-month-old RZA. So will this be the last one?
Nope. They're gonna have enough. They got enough money to have another one.
Think so.
They can have a tribe. That's how much money they got. They have a tribe. They have another tribe. That's it.
Yeah. Why not?
Speaking for the woman's body, it is not about money. She might be like, yeah, I don't feel like this no more.
Right.
No matter how much money she got.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Been pregnant for what? How many years long straight?
No, but back in the day, women had a lot of kids. They had 10 and 12 kids.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't nothing.
Yeah, you ain't had no choice.
I hear women today saying, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, my pop had like 9 kids. Something crazy like that. 9 kids. That's 9 kids.
My grandfather wanted 10, and my grandmother said, not out of here you won't.
Not here.
So she had 2 girls, and she adopted 2 boys.
That's good. Close enough. All right, so Kim Kardashian has seemingly responded to Ray J's claims that he is working with the federal government to drop a RICO case against her and her mother, Kris Jenner. So in a viral video circulating on X, Ray J can be seen doing a live stream stating, the federal RICO I'm about to drop on Kris and Kim is about to be crazy. I'm talking about I'm on the news every day. I'm going to say a lot of ish. Ray J also adds that if anybody knows Kim and is cool with her, they need to tell her now because this is worse than Diddy. So racketeering, influence, corrupt organization laws were enacted to eliminate the infiltration of organized crime into legitimate organizations. The Department of Justice takes several things into consideration when indicting defendants, including the decision to prosecute RICO charges to combine related offenses which would otherwise have to be prosecuted separately in different jurisdictions. So according to sources, Kim Kardashian does not believe Ray J's claims that he's working with the feds, and this is just another one of his stunts. Meanwhile, her PR team is not even addressing these allegations. So if they're not ramping up efforts to put out any statements, they're not trying to reach out to any lawyers or anything like that, then they pretty much think this is just a bunch of shenanigans.
Yeah.
But this isn't the first time Ray J has mentioned racketeering when referencing the Kardashians. During an interview on TMZ Presents United States versus Sean Combs inside the Diddy trial, Ray J said, "If you told me that the Kardashians are being charged for racketeering, I might believe it." So Ray J has had a long-standing beef with ex-girlfriend Kim Kardashian and her mother Kris Jenner since the 2007 release of Ray and Kim's sex tape, with Ray J claiming Kris Jenner orchestrated the sex tape and even threatened to sue them in the past. So,
interesting.
Yeah, you got a lot of people saying this is not going anywhere, and then you got some people saying, "Hey, we'll wait and see. It might be something."
But it's how Ray J is known for his little shenanigans. Or whatever. So it is hard to believe what's going on over there, but we'll see. Definitely.
And it's sad because right as you was saying that, my thought process was, it's Ray J. It's crazy.
Exactly.
Before I can even get to say anything. It's
exactly.
Like,
right. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes now it's sad that every time I hear a story with him now, I'm like, I feel like he just is seeking attention.
Yes, exactly. Anything to remain relevant. All right, so on a sad note, a little somber, but political activist and godmother Tupac Shakur, Assata Shakur, has died in Cuba, and many, celebrities are paying tribute to her. Yeah. Assata Shakur, whose real name was Joanne Deborah Chesimard, reportedly died from health conditions and advanced age on September 25th. But on May 2nd, 1973, Assata Shakur and two others were involved in a shootout with New Jersey state troopers during a traffic stop on the New Jersey Turnpike. Black Liberation Army member Zaid Malik Shakur and state trooper Warner Forrester were killed, and Assata was critically injured. So in 1977, Assata was found guilty and convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison. In 79, Black Liberation Army members posed as visitors to the Clinton Correctional Facility where Assata was confined. They held two prison guards hostage and assisted in her escape from custody. So she was on the run for several years before appearing in Havana, Cuba, after being granted asylum by then President Fidel Castro. Yeah. And in 2013, the FBI placed Assata Shakur as the first woman on its most wanted terrorist list, with a $2 million reward for her capture. But while in Cuba, Assata Shakur had many writings detailing her life, her political activism, and maintaining that both her arms were up in the air during that traffic stop and that she did not shoot anyone. And in her book titled Assata, an autobiography, she wrote, "It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains." Assata was 78.
Fantastic. Let's give her a moment of silence real quick, Sean. Respect her legacy. All right, then give Assata a round of applause, man. No doubt, she did such an amazing work, and I think that I don't think she got her flowers enough. But I'm glad that you did a story on her to give her flowers. She's definitely getting her flowers lately. Her due diligence to birth such a phenomenal artist as well. So yeah, shout out to Assata Shakur.
Yeah. And I'm your girl Lauren Sizzle, and that was the Sizzle.
And that was the Sizzle, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your boy Charles Gregory, the beautiful
Lauren Sizzle,
and the beautiful
Lady Esther.
And this is We Talk Weeklies After the Talk on WPPMLP Philadelphia 106.5 FM. We Talk Weeklies After the Talk. We're going to cut to a break, and when we come back, we got a dynamic interview. I don't want you to go anywhere, because when we're talking about hip-hop, we talking about doing some amazing things in the community. We have a gentleman that's going to talk a little bit about that and some of the things that he's doing. So we're going to go to one of our dynamic journalists. We'll be right back, y'all.